Welcome back to ARC Encounters. I'm your host, Melanie, and I'll be joining you on this ARC path. Our topic, Boost Your Immunity, is important, as the world now more than ever is focusing on immunity. Today, we'll be focusing on the lens of lifestyle, and I'm excited to see how this will intertwine with immunity. Our guide, Casey Cox, will take us on this journey where we will encounter a special VIP near and dear to him. Now let's begin your ARC encounter.
ARC is the lifestyle path to better choices. It empowers us to live life to the fullest and paves the way for people like you and me to discover our unique purpose and passion. Choosing to walk the ARC path invites transformation and growth in 5 key areas of life: leadership, communication, mindset, community, and lifestyle. As we dive into these lenses, they redirect our focus and guide us into a deeper understanding of where we're at today and where we're going tomorrow. This is ARC Encounter. Welcome to the ARC Path.
Hey, my name's Casey, and I am so excited to be your ARC guide today. On the ARC Encounter, we discover so many things about ourselves and the world around us. And today we engage lifestyle. Even as we look at the ARC path and the ARC Encounter experience, we know that without a lifestyle, it's just too hard. We want to recognize that, life can work for us, not against us. And as we understand and come together with a lifestyle of choice, we begin to empower ourselves until it becomes a habit. And the beautiful part about a habit is it's a subconscious reality. It just happens. And so what we're going to bring together today is the fact that lifestyle can engage immunity. And immunity can often feel like a battlefield where we're trying to stay healthy, where we're against all the odds, we're overcoming a sickness or an illness or a disease. And we want to share with you that lifestyle is a habit and immunity can be a habit. Just making those simple choices until they become that chosen way of life makes all things new. And so today I am so excited to bring together lifestyle, immunity, and a very special VIP. In fact, as Melanie shared with you, this one's a little special to me, near and dear. I'm excited to welcome my wife, Angela Cox. Angela is a VIP, not just in my own world, but in the world of many other people. She's an influencer, a coach, and a wonderful, great person. So welcome, Angela.
Thank you.
So glad you're a part of the ARC Encounter. What is your VIP? Not from my perspective, but from yours.
Well, for me, when I think about my value, I really think about the fact of love. First of all, loving the Lord, my God, with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. And second of all, loving in the relationships in which God has given me. So whether it's my family or other people that God's brought into my path. And last, but definitely not least, loving myself and making sure that what I do for me and who I am is that I take care of who God has given me in this body that I have.
So as you encounter love as a value, you all at home can recognize why I'm a better person, because I've got that network right around me saying love wins. And so Angela becomes unarguable because she's always aiming to live a life of love. But she's more than just unarguable. As somebody who says my value is trustworthy, she's unshakable. Angela, are you really unshakable? Do you have an identity that people can trust in and know is tested?
Yeah, I would say I do. My identity has really been tested in my faith and in my walk, and there has been ups and downs. But I know that through it all, the Lord has always watched and walked alongside and given me exactly what I've needed at the times that I needed it.
So I'm going to pull it a little bit farther. I love that your identity is rooted in the Lord. What are some ways that other people might see that show up? So they see you, they know you have faith, but then they see you show up in different places, doing different things. What are some roles that your identity expresses itself through?
I'd say that the roles that are expressed for me comes in my family, comes in health coaching, it comes in being a teacher. There's lots of different roles in where I've stepped into. And health, healing, and wholeness is really what my purpose is. And so as I walk into that and I walk into um, helping people in their health, helping people find healing and helping people find wholeness or freedom in who they are is where I think they see the most of my faith walk out.
That was beautiful, and I hope you caught it. What happens is you begin to encounter your EIP. Every single one of us is, but we have to really draw that out and come to connection with it. And what happened for Angela, she was sharing, she simply started with, well, these are my values. We pulled it a little farther. This is my identity. We pulled it a little farther. And it naturally progressed into purpose to lead people into health, healing, and wholeness. And so, Angela, that is a perfect segue for us to engage lifestyle and immunity, to recognize that you are a person that leads people to health, healing, and wholeness. As we acknowledge things, acknowledgement is the first step of the ARC path. It's an engagement where we're walking along and we go, I see something. I haven't seen it before. Have you ever encountered something that you didn't know existed until you found it? Well, that is part of Angela's story in health.
Yeah.
And so invite us into your journey of acknowledging what is health and healing and wholeness, and what do we have to look for?
Yeah, well, in my journey of health, healing, and wholeness, it really is stepping into being physically taking care of your body, whether it's through nutrition, exercise, stress management, healthy relationships, and boundaries. All of it is part of health, and in that walks you into healing. When you are able to acknowledge where you're at, then you can actually find steps of healing, and then wholeness. And wholeness is really walking in the freedom of who God's created you to be, and not looking right or left at anyone else, but being confident in who you are.
I love that you're already taking us to healing, which is the second step of the
Sorry.
ARC path. No, you're good. It's part of who you are. It's why you're here today, because you're a VIP when it comes to lifestyle and immunity. I want to go back to the point that not everybody gets to healing. And I think it's because sometimes they don't acknowledge what's going on.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that you might look for somebody to become more aware of, to acknowledge my lifestyle is actually contributing to poor immunity? What are things that you look for as a coach that you go, well, we're going to adjust that? What are we acknowledging when it comes to lifestyle that can build our immunity?
Yeah, lifestyle to build our immunity really comes down to, first of all, looking at your nutrition. What are you eating? What are you drinking? How much water are you taking in? Those kind of things are first steps that you need to acknowledge to go, what am I doing here? Am I giving my body healthy motion? Those kind of things are important as a first step. And I identify that, or the fact of, who are they around? What is the situation in their life? And it's been fun to just walk with people and see that. And when they go, I'm not in a healthy spot, they're usually acknowledging that because they've maybe gotten test results or something else, or they just know that they can't do what they want to be able to do.
So my question is, you're bringing that up. Has this always been easy for you? I mean, have you always just been naturally beautiful and easygoing, and things are just simple for you, right? This didn't take time to develop, or
Absolutely.
did it?
It's taken lots of time.
Sometimes people get stuck. Have you ever been stuck?
Oh, I was definitely stuck. I've been stuck multiple times. One of the times that I was stuck was way back when I was 30 and my mindset was not healthy. And I was in a very dark spot dealing with depression, and knowing that, taking that step out of that, and asking for help, and going, I'm not in a good spot, and reaching out to other people and going, I need to find health, mentally as well as physically. And when I was in that spot, I'd say that's probably the lowest I've ever been. And when I was there, it was great to have other people come alongside me, whether it's the medical profession or loved ones who said, I want to see you and support you, and having that, and then going into those spots. And yes, the roller coaster has been up and down. It's not always easy, but it's a choice daily that we have to walk into.
Love that. Love that. And I hope you're catching on the fact that as we talk about lifestyle today, it really does include all 5 of these lenses. Angela was just highlighting how community was so valuable, and what she was communicating with others and how it brought it back and connecting. But she also invited us to recognize that we might not be in a good spot today. So where are you at today? What are you looking for? What could you acknowledge differently, and maybe begin to think about it differently and go, what would I choose? Would it be what I eat, what I drink, how much sleep I get? And you also talked about motion a little bit in there. And so these are just some fundamental places that we can start in acknowledgement. And now we're going to get to where you are already going, is healing. The healing aspect of ARC Encounter is a recognition that not everything is helping you. Sometimes we just need to make better choices and different choices. So, Angela, how do we move forward when we recognize, uh-oh, I'm vulnerable. I'm not in a healthy place. What do we change? What do we do? What do we start?
I think the first part is acknowledging it and then reaching out to ask for help. Whether we have a health coach, a physical fitness coach, a spiritual a coach, a relational coach, there's people out there who have been beyond. So, I think about raising my boys, and I always look at for parents who are a stage ahead of me. So whatever part of our life it is reaching out to someone who is there and can help bring us along on the journey.
So I'm going to highlight you as a parent reach out to parents whose children have older children than you.
Absolutely.
And you build relationships with them. Tell me why again?
Well, because they've been through that stage, and so it helps me know that it's all a stage, and that and gives me advice and encouragement to know what to do, how to do it, and to be the best that I can be.
So what you're highlighting for me is that mentorship is really important. If you're going to choose a lifestyle, you need to partner with people who have that same lifestyle as yours.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
There you have it, folks. We have it all concluded. All you need to do is connect with people who are living the life that you're looking for. And you know what? The irony of this is what the ARC Encounter is all about. We're connecting you with people like Angela and others every day who are VIPs in their world that are recognizing, I can choose better when I know better. And I'm hoping that you are recognizing today that you can choose better and make a journey to get unstuck, to move forward and to release what's not working for you and to choose something that is. So I'm curious I don't even know per se what Angela is going to say next about restoration. So in the ARC Encounter, we go through acknowledge, we heal, and then we restore. And so for us to restore, Angela, we want to build, we want to grow, we want to reach for more. What are you reaching for more? I mean, it looks like you maybe have it all together. Is that true?
You'd always love to say that you have it all together, but there's always something that you want to grow in and develop in. And I would say a lot of it for me is my mindset. And I have worked a lot on my physical fitness and my health, but there's a lot that happens in your mindset. And so for myself, that's one area that I'm continuously wanting to grow and to expand. And I do that through books. I do that through finding other people who, maybe are at a better spot in their journey and their mindset and moving that way.
So I'm curious because mindset is one of our other topics and lenses we look at, and you're growing in mindset, but you're living out lifestyle.
Yes.
Contrast what is the lifestyle that you're living? Like what's a routine, or how do you know you have a lifestyle?
And so for me, when I wake up in the morning, I always nurture the 4 parts of my body.
Tell us more.
That is my body, my mind, my heart, and my spirit.
Okay.
So I wake up before anyone else wakes up because I know that's going to be.
That's not a lie. She's actually telling you the truth. She's up first.
And I first of all acknowledge, and I'm not acknowledge, but I help focus in on my spirit. And so that's where I read scriptures, and I start off with the Lord in reading scriptures. Then I feed my body and I go work out every morning, and I start, and in that, sometimes I'm listening to worship music at the same time. So it's feeding 2 different aspects. Sometimes I'm even listening to a podcast of something else that can feed my mind. And then I want to also feed my heart. And for my heart, it's my passion. So whether that's helping people get healthy or it's being with my boys or my family is really what feeds my heart. And so spending time every morning in those 4 areas has really allowed me to start off my day well, so that even if my emotions tell me not to do something, I'm able to focus in on doing the actions. Because emotions, we don't want to lead by emotions, we want to lead by actions.
Awesome. So I'm putting this together for you because an ARC encounter means that you're actually encountering this experience right here, right now. And what I'm recognizing is that I could do a little better feeding the 4 parts of my nature. And it's a journey for lifestyle engagement. So, Angela, do you have a coach that wakes you up every morning? And do you have a coach that tells you exactly what to do and work out? And do you have a coach that makes sure that you get the right podcast? Or how did that happen?
It just comes through mentors and other people that I have reached out to. And so Do I have someone wake me up in the morning? No, I have an alarm clock just like anyone else. But I have made it a priority to say, this is what's important for my body to
Mm-hmm.
be able to set myself up in the right place. So, do I have someone who supports me? Yes, I have lots of other coaches, health coaches, who say, hey, this book is great. You should read this. Or this is maybe a way in which you can, I reach out and I ask, I need more support in this area. And when I do, that's, I'm finding other people in that.
Wow. I mean, so as you live this lifestyle, you're not living it alone.
Absolutely not.
And what you're demonstrating is that no matter where somebody is, the journey is ahead of them, that they can live into it and go forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you celebrate after you work out?
Do I celebrate?
Is it when some people, they like, all right, confession. Working out is not fun for me. And I don't know about you, but I do work out. But I'm inviting Angela to share with us, because we're going to move to kingdom here, and that kingdom place is where your confidence is growing. It's present, where you feel like not only are you unarguable, you're unshakable, you're undeniable, and that's really why Angela's our guest today, is because she embodies these things with lifestyle. So what I'm asking for is, talk to me about how it feels to stand in that place where you're like, everything's aligning. Do you feel like things align for you?
Oh, I definitely feel they aligned for me when I work out, and I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is when I start my morning off, moving my body and getting motion, healthy motion, and that's running or working out, doesn't matter what it is when I feel like there's things that trigger in my mind that connect and bring together, so that I can actually think and go, okay, this is where I need to move for the day. A lot of the times my running is with the Lord. I don't listen to anything when I go out running. And I do that because of the fact that I really want to just hear what He has for me for the day, to actually set myself up for being ready and open.
So Angela, can you give our listeners some hope? Can you encourage them? They may never have been aware to acknowledge there's four parts of their being, as you shared with us today. They don't have a coach. They don't have somebody in their corner. Where do they start? Where do they start to find a lifestyle that is going to boost their immunity?
I would probably say there is somebody in their corner. I think everybody has someone in their corner that they can go, I want to get better in this area. And there's more areas than just maybe health and fitness. There's the areas of relationships, and there's the areas of stress management. And so there's things that we can do to reach out, but I would always encourage people to reach out to somebody who's maybe been there ahead of them. If they go, I have no one, start drinking water. It's a free commodity that we can drink, and we can be refreshed. And I really believe there's a lot that happens when we start drinking water and we start cleansing our system and getting rid of the toxins, whether they're in our mind or in our body. So that's probably where I would tell people to
I
start.
love that. I love that. And so there's your hope for the day. There is somebody in your corner. And Melanie's going to tell us a little bit more where you can build your corner. But it's so easy just to start drinking some water, to recognize that I can, for free, begin to make a healthy choice to move forward in a lifestyle. And that choice may be hard at the beginning. To actually choose to drink water rather than something else is like, well, that's not natural for me. But what we're inviting you to today on an ARC encounter is to make a choice that's going to last forever and going to build you into a lifestyle that will change the way you experience the world around you and that world right here inside. So welcome to an ARC encounter on lifestyle. We're boosting your immunity through a lot of good, helpful advice today. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
And for you, it doesn't end here. It may just be beginning. So follow up, connect with us, and hear some more from Melanie now.
Wow, that was incredible to hear how our lifestyle of choice can physically and mentally can empower us. If you'd like to learn more, visit our website, www.arcpath.com. And what are you waiting for? Follow us on social media at ArcPath. We even have a podcast featuring the talented Bernard Bashira and Casey Cox, available wherever you stream podcasts. Thank you for tuning in to ARC Encounters, and we'll see you on the next one.